Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, hit that subscribe button, and thank you to everyone who hits that like button. It really supports the channel, so thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Today we're going to talk about some energy work. It's a follow-on from my spiritual activation and awareness and ascension video that I put up because I've had lots of questions. So it seems to be what people want, some explanations and answers. So as you move through an ascension process, a journey, a spiritual awakening, a spiritual growth, we go through energy frequency levels. In that, we can also experience through people, places and situations, psychic attack, energetic attack, spiritual attack. We're going to go into that. Curses, hexes, spells. We're going to go into all of it for you in this video. So let's get down to it. As you do expand, grow, raise your vibration, shift outside your frequencies, your belief systems, you disrupt the energy around you and the people, places and situations around you. Okay, so it can amp up the lower vibrational energies or frequencies that are keeping you stuck, holding on to you, don't want you to grow, expand, all of the above. So we're going to talk about two different sides here. When you go through a spiritual level or awakening, remember you're not the old energy, you're not the new energy. There is a moment where you're in what I call in-between worlds. So your energy there is experiencing a lot of emotional vibrations, okay? A lot of emotions. Now, if they're heavy, dark night of the soul energy, lower frequency, shadow energy, all of your emotions that need to come up and clear for you to ascend, evolve, okay? So when they come up, our energy does lower. Our vibration can, doesn't have to, can lower because we feel lower in our energy, heavy, and we experience deep trauma emotions, okay? So what happens then is you are easily or more open, if you're not aware, of protecting yourself of spiritual attack, entity attack, and people, places and situations, physical attack, to keep you, to stop you, to block you. So be very mindful of that. If you're doing an ascension journey, spiritual shift, level, frequency upgrade, and you are shifting through something very deep, healing, or going through spiritual energy or triggers, call in divine intervention of the light, only of the light. The light can infiltrate and dissipate any and all dark. And I've done that before this video. So, and you know, let any darkness or dark attachments or entities or energies or people, places and situations, they have no power here. Okay, so just there's a couple of little tips that you can run through, and always call in the light. You can call in the light 50 times a day if you like, 100 times a day. So we want to keep your vibration protected and high or grounded. You may need to separate from people, places and situations as you go through this if they're you know, things that you feel are interfering. Okay, so we're also going to talk about people, places and situations that actually physically work in dark, lower vibrational energy. They send psychic attacks, they do spells, curses, hexes, blood oaths, rituals, magic, dark magic, trying to... We're going to talk about that in the different levels. So I'm going to run through that so that you know when you are and what you're experiencing, because they're the questions that people want answered. Now, what are some of the symptoms that you will get? Oh, one more thing I want to say here. There is a big epidemic at the moment. It's become very trendy to do a lot of spell work on a lot of social media platforms. And just make sure if you are following, doing any type of energy work, any type, that you are following spiritual laws, which we'll try and get into, and have some spiritual integrity, and what is the intention behind it must be of the light, okay? Or who you're working through. Make sure they're experienced in know their spiritual laws, and because you are playing with the divine. We play with energy, you're playing with the divine. Okay, so we'll get into it in our talk. Let's move forward. So here are some of the examples. If you are under spiritual attack, whether it's a person, place, situation, or an entity or a guide or something like that that does not want you to evolve and expand and get in the light and create. You will start to experience very low energy, feeling worn out, headaches, lazy, foggy head, unclear thinking, tired, lethargic, depressed, unmotivated, low vibing, useless, worthless, anxiety, depression, negative thinking thoughts. And this generally comes on sudden. Now, please, we all go through those things. We all feel depression. We all feel lethargic, tired, headaches. You can be doing too much. You can be not eating and looking after yourself. You can actually feel unwell, all right? We're not talking about your normal everyday experiences. When you're dealing with energy attack or dark energy or dark magic, I've got a bug there. This is actually, it's different. It feels different. Okay, and there's a heaviness to it. And it usually comes out of nowhere, comes on suddenly. And strong fear starts to build, okay? You may start to feel afraid to leave the house or hang out with your friends or do things. And you start to isolate yourself off because... And hatred of yourself or others or people or humans. So there starts to be a separation, okay? So the dark or people that do this lower vibrational energy work to you or at you, whether it's personal, professional, or whatever, they want you alone. They want you to isolate, okay? They want you just to them or to not have other people guiding you, lifting you up, raising your vibration, giving you any information to help you evolve, grow, okay? So they want to isolate. That's what they want you to do. They want to control. They want to block. They want to manipulate, okay? Now I'm going to move through levels here. I'm going to try and answer as many questions as I can in this talk. So once your fear starts to build and that lower frequency that you feel in the doom and gloom and can't see how things will work, you start to move into more serious confusion. And these are when you really cannot make a decision, and your energy is easy to steal. So if it's someone you're working around or friend or family or this, your energy, they want your energy, okay? So they create these negative thoughts in you. You start to get a heavier weight on you. You feel overly impatient or snappy or irritated and you're getting, it's a stress. It's a stressy burnout where it's snappy, where it feels weird. It feels different. It feels agitated, like someone at you, and you don't know why. And you start to feel lazy, unable to make decisions or changes, and you go to and fro in those. You can't make those clear, direct decisions, so you have to isolate yourself. Okay? So, you can even start to get physically ill here, okay? And your thoughts, are not yours. So you're having thoughts, and I've had that myself. I have a thought, and I was like, that's not my thought. I don't think like that. That's not, where's that coming from? You feel it, it's different, okay? People know. It's sort of like the dark is tricky. Let's call it the dark or psychic negative attack. It's very tricky. These people are tricky. They're in a lower vibration energy to be doing that, okay? You won't recognize it even if it's happening a lot of the time. It's very slow. They lower your energy very, very slowly. And you may experience too through the day weird waves of energy that come over you that don't feel good. Okay, there's a difference of, I felt a connection, I felt an energy to, something went over me and I didn't feel good, okay? Or it walked through my energy and it lowered me and brought me down. They're starting to attach to your energy, whether it's physically, energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. So if they can't get to you in the day, they'll start to do it to your energy. and you will find you fear to leave the house, stick to a routine, gets bigger and bigger. They're very covert in this energy of you won't recognize it happening. They're very charming. They can talk the talk. They never what is it? They can talk the talk. They never walk the talk. And if they do, it doesn't last too long because it's about controlling and manipulating you. They can make you start to feel very dependent on them, or they become very dependent on you. But it is about control and isolating you. Okay, we're not talking about, we're talking about when they're really affecting your life negatively. If you start to see things, you close your eyes that are not there, as in negative, scary animals, aggressive animals, nakedness, just unpleasant little visions, you're definitely starting to get under some higher attack where they're triggering you to lower your vibration, okay? You have sleep disturbances and all of that type of thing. If you're experiencing any of this, call in the divine light, call in the divine intervention of the light, call in your light workers, you know, just keep calling in the light. Once you're aware of it, you can command it to leave, okay? You can protect yourself. But what happens is we get into the fear and we don't protect ourselves. So you'll start to experience a lot of failures, okay, and false starts. You'll actually start to get a lot of rejection happen despite putting in the hard work, besides putting in all the right effort, doing the right things. There's rejection after rejection after rejection, whether it's relationship, whether it is jobs, careers. There's nothing wrong with you. You just keep getting this false start, hard effort in, nothing to move forward, and nothing moves you forward. That is definitely where we're getting more serious with someone, you know, really trying to block you and keep you stuck and not allowing you to evolve. And you start to get ailments, and unmotivated is a big thing here. Odd behaviours and gestures. So if you start to act out of character or speak out of character or behave or gestures or anything like that, that is someone really starting to infiltrate your energy. They are really trying to embody you. The dark is tricky. They flip. They turn the energy, okay? These people are they're not reasonable. They don't want to work out a solution. They don't want to work together. They don't want truths. They don't want you to work something out. They want to control you and manipulate you, and they do that through fear. They do that through if you don't want me, you can't have this. If you do that, you can't have that. Okay? It's like a threatening, abusive. We're talking about abusive energy, or where you're really blocked or negative, or your energetic vibration is really low and dark, and the vibration's going down and down. You're in a hole. So just keep all that in mind. They do start to create these negative and scary triggers in you too, or your shadow side, okay, to come up, your wounds, all right? And the dependency, that's a big thing. So the other thing we're going to do, because they don't want you to separate from their energy and vice versa, all right? They want your energy. Particularly if you're a healer, a light worker, very healing to them, you give to them, they do not want to separate that energy, and they'll do anything possible to sabotage you or them from breaking that, or distancing. They don't like boundaries. They like to come and go freely, and they like to control that. They know your routines. They know where you go, what you do. Even if they don't see you daily, they will hold you to that routine, or they know your routine, and they can energetically kind of infiltrate your energy. So let's move on to the next level. The next level is what the dark arts, and we're talking about spiritual warfare here. Dark magic, black magic, spells, curses, hex, voodoo, binding, blood oaths, rituals, all of that sort of stuff, which is about lower vibrational energy, where it's about control, okay? Now, these people will, it's like fatal attraction. They will do anything possible or say anything possible to get what they want, and they'll go to any lengths that they have to do that. There's general jealousy, envy, hostile, they block you, they keep you stuck any means possible. They lie, they create illusions, illnesses, they become asphyxiated with you. They're very fast, they create a lot of chaos and drama. They disrupt you day and night relentlessly, and they let you know they're going to be relentless. They let you know this is not going to stop. They start to create this fixation on your attention. They want your energy, and they want you focusing only on them. They try to block your future, your plans, and your goals, so be careful what you share. They constantly throw you off and can trick and sabotage you through conversations, through putting on a false mask, telling you what you want to hear, being really nice, really charming, really certain way, and it is to gather information to then use, control, or manipulate against you. Okay, they're really stepping it up. They disrupt your energy so much right now, they can get in so easily and control you and disrupt your energy, and they create these stresses and these burdens on you. Guilt, responsibilities, playing the victim, create distrust, and the distrust is a fear-based. Again, it's always fear-based, like if you do that you won't have this, if you do that you can't have that, if you do that I'll cut you off, if you do this but it's a threat that is a weakness to you. It can be money, it can be children, it can be not a part of a group, you know, that type of thing. Anyway, you'll know where it fits. Can be health, you know, I don't know. They want the authority and the control, okay? So, there's many levels here. So let's just keep that in mind. So, here's the next level, and I call these the shapeshifters, and this is some pretty disturbing stuff, I've got to say, but I've heard it all in my job, and I've done this for 25 years or more. I've seen spirit since I was a child. I've done energy work. I've spoken to spirit my whole life, so I'm pretty aware of energy, let's say that, and how the spirit world work and all of that. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But these shapeshifters are next level, okay? They've really got into your energy now. They really control your life on some level or through some means, okay? They've created dependency, attachments, all of this. They use a lot of trickery, and they want to dominate through sexual or seduction, always a lot of lust and threats in that energy, and it's fear and consequences, okay? There's always a lot of deceit and deception. You'll start to have unexplainable thoughts, be doing things you don't want to do. They've taken over your life, your house, your whatever. There's behaviours that are out of character, probably for yourself or them, as in they can't hold a cycle. Okay, they've had a false mask. They show you what you want to do. They be who you want to be. They embody something they know or someone you know you're attracted to. They embody all the characteristics. They energetically mimic. Okay, but the mask comes off. They will try and steal your identity, what you like, what, you know, become that, or mimic you, copy you, embody you, embody a personality. That's either of you or what you like, or let's say you've got a new partner, or you're happy with a new group of friends or situation or whatever. Yes, we can actually get entity spirits that do this, and this is serious work then, and we have to go to someone very experienced, and we have to have removal, and you have to know how to remove and, you know, disassociate and disconnect from this and command them out of your energy. That's, you know, more serious side of things. This is more to talk with people, places and situations as you're going through your spiritual ascension. So let's look at this here. What were we up to? They'll twist things, they'll lie, they'll trick, they'll reverse, they'll manipulate, they play mind games. There's power games here to get what they want out of you and from you. They're generally takers, not givers. They flip energy around on you or a partner or a situation. Now I'm going to share something with you, and this is something I have actually heard, or someone told me this is what they do. So here's some examples of someone who works under an energy to these lengths. And this is what I mean by doing anything. So an example of this would be that I have been told of a story where, you know, there's trickery. The shapeshifters shapeshift. They twist and flip energy around. So let's say you were with someone and you separated through fighting or arguing or doing certain behaviours or something like that. And then your partner goes off and gets a new partner. Well, they will work to send those negative traits through to the new relationship so that it embodies that, to break it down, or that energy to embody and infiltrate that. This is how the dark works. I'm not going to get too into it here. I'm just trying to give you a quick example of how tricky, how manipulative, and to what lengths they will go. And it's not how normal people think, or normally energy works. All right, it's very tricky, very tricky. So they'll flip around the energy on you. So they'll be sending all negative traits to a new partner, or, you know, they will try and embody the new partner's traits or whatever they do. It's falsifying, okay? But these some people do some pretty serious rituals and magic. What else? So I'm trying to think of something else. Oh, it happens a lot with love spells. I forgot about the love spells. So out there's a lot of love spells going on. And what happens is, if you feel you've got a love spell coming your way, you will start to experience attraction to someone you don't feel attracted to. You know you're not attracted to, you've not been attracted to them, but you start to be attracted to them through a pulling energy. Okay, they're pulling your energy. And you don't even know why you're there or going back there or going around there, but it's a pull. You've probably, most likely, highly likely had a love spell put on you. Okay? It doesn't last. It's not very powerful. It might pull you in, and they might use that seduction-y sexual energy. There's no base, there's no foundation to it. So where I'm going to lead on to now is saying this. If you are dealing with any of this, or any one place situation with this, just connect to the light and bring through the light and clear. But hopefully this brings some sort of awareness for you. Awareness is your first line of protection, okay? Because the tricky thing with this is we get pulled into it, or where our whole day goes by and we realised, oh, I was pulled into something or agreed to something I didn't really want to. So bring in the light, be aware, keep connected, you know, command that you release yourself from this energy. You must put in boundaries. I have a lot of people come to me where I have to clean and clear up their energy and their energy work, and they go straight back around those people, or they put no boundaries in around those people. You can't do your clearing and then go back in around those people. And if you have to, if it's family, if it's a job, if it's something that you say, I cannot move my energy away from them, well then you have to change. There definitely always is something you can put in. Boundaries, distance your energy, set time, set communication, divert them around another way to have to speak to you or through you, or, you know, create a distance in the energy. So that's one thing that you need to do, and that's just to protect yourself, okay? Because sometimes we're clearing it and just allowing it straight back in. So that's something to think about. And I know there's some certain situations where, you know, it's a bit harder, and you have to think about that a little bit more, how you can do that. And the other thing is, remember this: if you are a light worker, an energy worker, an empath, if you're sort of the giver, if you're the healing energy in with these people, you know, they want your energy. So you need to learn how to protect your energy and not allow them to take your energy. And you need to also do some serious boundary work with your energy, and maybe stop giving to them. Start making them give halfway, or do their own work, or do it themselves. You know, that's distancing energy. So the other thing I want to say here, if anyone is doing spell work on you, interfering with your energy, your ascension process, moving on to a purpose, a relationship, a love, and you are doing this energy work to someone, or you're experiencing it, know this, that they are playing with the divine. And you are, you know, if you're enabling this, be onto this, because they will pull you into their karmic energy. If you become entrapped in this, you are signing up to play that karmic energy out. So, you know, be aware of that. The other thing you need to watch here is if you need to remove yourself. That's what I just heard. You need to distance and remove yourself away from these people, places, and situations as fast as you can. You need to stick to strong boundaries and slowly, you know, move away or distance or block or change the situation, because you don't want to be pulled into that web or that matrix of karma. You are signing up, if you do, to play that karma out with them. It's like enabling something, okay? You become a part of it. There's the codependency, there's the attachment, there's the dependability. And also, you know, when people are doing this sort of work on you, or psychic attack, or whatever it is, psychic hooks and spells and things like that, you're messing with the divine. If you have to use energy work to hold someone, to get someone to love you, to stop someone else, you are playing with the divine's purpose, path of that person. If you're going to do energy work like that and play with someone's time and energy, the divine knows how important people's time and energy is. And if you want to try and play with that and manipulate that, then you are going to be having a big problem with the divine, because it will step in. The divine sees all, and the one thing it won't tolerate is some divine path, or some divine connection, or some divine relationship, or love, or purpose, or journey being interfered with, and time and energy being abused, manipulated, and blocked. So just be mindful. I'm trying to help you here. You must be very careful of that. There's a lot of spiritual laws that must be upheld when you do any form of energy work. And if there's a divine purpose, a divine partnership, a higher purpose of someone doing something or being with someone, and you're trying to block and interfere with that, or waste their time, or interrupt a divine spiritual journey, you are not going to come out. You're going to learn big lessons, big lessons, big karmic lessons. So we must always be very careful when we're entering into energy work or other people's energy, okay? And just remember, guys, look, I hope this helps and answers some of those questions and helps you work through some of the questions, because I had so many. I always ask for divine intervention, bring through the light, the love, connect with that, ground yourself. Remember, the light always infiltrates and dissipates the dark, always, and it has no power here, and those people have no power over you. And the way they don't is for you to have awareness, you know, protect your energy, put boundaries in, be spiritually aware and think energetically, okay? Because sometimes we've all been there. We're kind of allowing those people to get away with things, and therefore we're kind of enabling, saying it's okay, and we're kind of signing up to it to a degree. So I have a no tolerance process with this, you know, have a no tolerance. No, I'm not, you know, I know this is, my energy is being affected here, or controlled or manipulated through, I'm talking dark energy, negative attachment, psychic attack. And once you're aware of it, you've already started your protection. I think I've covered everything. I hope that's clear and answers some questions for you. The divine sees all, and so, you know, this might help you understand some things energetically that you're going through. Anyway, I'll bring through and answer some more questions in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.